With all these tools that we have at our disposal, which one fits your love language, Anne?
My love language is calendars. What is your love
Hmm.
language, Bill?
Mine's contacts.
Yes.
I need to know your birthday. That's got to
Yeah.
be in there, and I keep
Yep.
notes. I mean, contacts is where it's at for me. Yeah, no, I have a friend that does that. He'll always text me. He's like, "I'm on my way. Where do you live?" And he's done this probably 30 times. I've stopped giving it to him. I'm just like, figure it out, man.
I have your social security number in your contact.
I have your parents' social security number in my contact. No.
Time management obviously is a passion of mine, but so is socializing. And I've always wanted to tell people how we can blend time management and these productivity habits, but instead of applying them just in the workplace, how can we also apply them where it really matters in our relationships with other people?
So we've already established, contacts. But you were talking about reducing the speed of communications, and I was thinking, oh, that's kind of like the cadence.
I mean, something that repeatedly comes up is the ping-ponging of messages when you do an immediate reply. Of course, if you're talking to someone, if you're like flirting with someone, then it's super fun when you're both online at the same time and you can just be like texting. But you can't keep that up for a whole day if you're working and if you're talking to a million friends. So slowing down that cadence. And one thing I've been messing around with is doing delay send on not just emails, but on text messages.
Hmm.
Have you messed around with that one?
I have, yeah, yeah. Delay send works. It was a little scary at first because I'm so, when I hit the button, it's like there's that weird feeling like, is it really going to happen? But yeah, no, it works great. There's a client that I've worked with before. He's very verbose in all his emails, and if you respond right away, then it's on. He will own your inbox. So I usually like for him, I'll be like, yeah, let's do like 3, 4 hours from now. He'll get the message.
In like professional interactions, I always want to communicate during business hours because I don't want to set this expectation that I'm going to be available outside of business hours. So maybe I'll put it, if it's not urgent, it's at the end of the day. Or if for some reason, heaven forbid, I'm texting on the weekend with a professional contact, then I will delay that to the Monday. So then the other thing I wanted to talk about, like, give me real data. If we're coordinating plans, nothing bugs me more than when someone is like, I'm on my way. Like, okay, where are you coming from? At what speed are you traveling? What vehicle you it's like a math problem, but I don't have any of the right variables. And I noticed that this tends to be with people that like don't really keep a calendar or maybe their life is in chaos. So that's like status based communication. And if I'm having a party, I'm having 20 people over for dinner and someone is like live streaming with me their entire life and they're like, "Well, I have to take my dog for a walk." And then I'm like, "Okay, I actually don't care. Just tell me what time you're getting here." So, tell me the outcome, not the status.
I think sometimes it's like if I've seen, LA traffic here too. It's like if someone's late, they don't want to be clear because then it's kind of owning the fact that they're late.
Well, I think that final heading, it really falls into clarity. If there's an RSVP needed, if someone asks for an RSVP, I'm gonna just freaking RSVP. I'm gonna give them the information they need. If
Mhm.
I'm having a dinner party with like set meals, then I do want an RSVP. So like a really clear yes or no. And then just if you said you're gonna do it, just do the thing.
Yeah, do what you say you're gonna do. And
Totally.
and if you don't know, like I don't know is a perfectly fine answer. Just like radio silence, I think is worse than that. Say, hey, I don't know. Let me get back to you.
If someone is asking a question or sending an invite, then put a question mark on it so that I know that it's a question. But
Yep.
very frequently, I'll get what's maybe an invite, but it's actually a statement. So someone is like, I made pasta. I'm like, okay, congrats. And then I find out, oh, that you were inviting me for dinner?
Yeah, it's like there's like I fly small airplanes and there's a thing in flying where if you don't make your intention, if you don't make like what you're doing clear, the air traffic controllers, it's a very common phrase. They'll be like, say intentions, you know,
Say, oh,
so that, that's what they'll say. So if you're cruising along and your engine's running a little rough, or not even that, like say you're doing something weird, you're like going somewhere where they didn't think you were gonna go, they'll just be like, say intentions, like what are you doing? It's basically like we
I'm
need
going
to
to
know
start
what you're doing.
using that. You
Yeah,
would not believe how many times I send out an invite for something, there's a time and place listed, and
yeah.
then a response I get is, I have dance class. And I'm like, okay, so you're saying you have dance class, and so you will come after dance class? Or like, did you
Say
want me to
intentions.
go with you to dance class? Like, are you bringing your dance class to my party?
It's a dance class at my party.
Is it what? Are we all dancing? Or
I Yeah, I don't,
are you offering to lead dance class at my party?
are you saying I don't know how to dance and need a class? I don't understand.
So we got contacts, put your friends' addresses, full phone numbers, full names, birthdays in your
Hmm.
phone so you don't have to ask that every time you go to their house. Cadence, slow down that ping ponging back and forth if it's not urgent.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and then clarity, say your intentions.
And live life with intention too, because if you're not, we're gonna get deep here. If you know how to say your intentions, do you even know why you're here? We all come on, we're all here. Have an intention, live life with intention, and say it. That's what I say.
Okay, so I think that that makes me think that so many times people aren't communicating with clarity because they don't have clarity inside themselves.
Yeah,
They can't say what time they're arriving at your house because they don't know.
right. Yeah, they don't know, and they don't want to accept the fact that they're the person who doesn't know. That's okay. Sometimes we don't know. But life can get weird sometimes.
Yep. Yeah.
Hopefully not in an airplane, but
I
I
feel
had
like we really got a lot off our chests here.
yeah, I think we did. I feel better.